Everyone, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. And this early in the season, Greg, we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Starling, covered by Miller. He gets it in there.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now, here's George. There's the steal. Here's Q. Miller outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Pass to Q. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Miller outside. Here's Q, defended by George. Back to Miller. Puts up a three. Diawara with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that he has confidence to drill the three.
Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Miller outside. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Q. Clock at 6. Takes the three. That shot off. And he goes in for the dunk.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully.
High-level skills being showcased out there now, fellas. I mean, that was a terrific hoop.
Here's Q. Lets the three fly. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Outside, George. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Diawara, the pass to George. Here's Starling. Tries from 16. Out to the right wing. Pass to George. Here's Diawara. No scoring in this one. Bangs on the trifecta.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Starling's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Here's Q. Pass to Huff. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
Getting it from their comfort zone so far. They're in this one, 57% from the field. Here's the screen. George looking over the floor. There's the three. Does not find the mark. He's made two and missed one now. Gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Q. He's got 5. Inside. Good on the shot.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Miller outside. And George hits the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now Miller. Here's Q. Shot clock at 6. And it's off from three-point range. Starling the pass to George. Pass to Starling. Back to George. Here's Starling, covered by Miller. With the floater, he can't get that one. Gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago.
You know, a solid three-point game can be the cornerstone of an effective offense. I mean, it adds a little pop and punch to what a team is doing offensively. And last year, this team was not made up of just good three-point shooters. They had great three-point shooters.
Here's Starling. Six points for him. Outside Anthony. The shot, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Diawara, the pass to George. Outside Anthony from past the arc. The rebound by Q. Gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Miller outside. No good with the triple. Gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Starling. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Starling's got 9.
Another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him, which makes a lot of sense.
There's the screen to the left side wing. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Now here is Miller. He's covered closely. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Boy, plays with such an edge. His style is tenacious.
Outside Anthony. Back to George. Pass to Sterling. 40 seconds left in the first. Good D by Miller.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Sterling, covered by Miller, takes the 13-footer.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The three, hands it from downtown. Miller's got his third basket of the night right there.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Leading by 10. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Here's Q. Pass to Huff for three. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. And here is Anthony. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Anthony's got his first points in this one.
I think the defense gave him a bit of a gift there. I mean, he got all the space he needed to go to work.
Pass to Huff. Now here is Miller. Here's Huff. Here's Q. Clock at 4. Here's the 3. A nice shot by Huff. Huff's got 7 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And there's the foul. It's on Q. That's his first foul. Here's Anthony. Out left to the wing. Goes up at the stripe. Yes, that goes in.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Being 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And here's Miller. He's got 8. Pass to Huff. To the inside. 6 to shoot. Miller, no up. Anthony up on top. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Q. Here's Huff. Miller outside. Buries it from 3-point range. 11 points in the game.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Sterling. And here is Anthony. The 19-foot shot. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. To the middle. It's stolen by Anthony. The tray. Good on the triple. Anthony's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Q. From outside the arc, he makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Oh, reversed at home. That was ready.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. This season, new broadcasting deals are kicking in for the NBA. Commissioner Silver said we dramatically increased the number of primetime broadcast exposures to a level almost unthinkable from my early days in the league. In fact, the NBA is now set for basically nightly national broadcasts. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that update. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Pass to Freeman. Back to Anthony. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Out to Smith. Pass to Q. Smith outside. Here's Q. A 3-pointer off the mark. Gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Smith against George. Tries a 3. Diawara with the rebound. Gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Smith outside. Pass to Q. Here's Diabate. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. They lead by 14. Going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
You take a look at the visitors. You can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have to be a finished product right now. right out the gate. Just set the table early and build from there.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the visiting team.
Well, to be honest, a good shot for one person may not be a good shot for you. Each guy on this team has to understand his limitation and play to their strengths.
Self-awareness, an important trait for those who are constantly trying to get better. And that concludes halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect. We've got George, and it's Diawara in at the center, filling out the middle. Off target with the jump hook.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Pass to Q. Baseline jumper, 2 points. That one goes. 6 points for him.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Being at a decent 44% clip here. We've got George, and it's Starling in at the shooting guard. And George gets it to go.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Now, here is Miller. D right on him. Pass to Q. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
We've got George, and it's Freeman in at the 4 spot. Here's Starling. Miller grabs the miss. Gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Diawara with the rebound. Out to the wing. Starling, the pass to George. Down low. Lays it up and banks it in. George has got his second basket of the game.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Pass to Starling. They set the screen to the paint. That's tipped. Here's Q. Rebounded by Freeman. Gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Pass to George. Driving to the basket. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 6. Gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. a 75% clip. Here's Huff inside. Miller outside. Pass to Huff. 4 on the clock. And the free ball is good. He's got 11.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's George. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. George has got 8 here in the quarter.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Here's Q. That one good for 2.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Back to George. Pass to Starling. George sets a screen. Here's Starling, covered by Miller. The shot by Starling, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Doing it well here in the third, about 50%. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Pass to Anthony. Fires the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Anthony's got 10.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Here's Q. 16 points for him. Here's Huff. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Miller. Kept alive.
Oh, man.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
Jay, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
And the shot goes in. 18 points for Q. Gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Here's George. Got it from 16 feet.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
1:56 left in the third. Pass to Q. To the wing on the left. Miller outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over Anthony. Miller, no luck. Gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Down low. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
1:11 left to play here in the third. Pass to Q. Lets it go from deep. Good. And Miller gets the assist. And that's now 21 points for Q.
He's been doing some real damage from range. 2 threes in the first half. Now 1 in the second.
Here's Freeman. The three. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 5.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
29 seconds left in the third. Pass to Huff. Here's Q, defended by George. Shoots it. Huff, no good. In the corner, George with it. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits it. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Starling gets the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pass to Huff. Miller outside. And the 3 off target. 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's Starling. Outside Anthony. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Miller, right side. Pass to Huff. From downtown. Rebounded by Anthony.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Can't hit the free throw line jumper. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Miller outside. And they get it back. Here's Q. Pass to Miller. Beyond the arc. That one misses.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Outside Anthony. It's deflected. To the inside. Pass to Miller. Here's Q. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Sinks the three-pointer. Q's got 15 points in just the second half.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Anthony taking his time here. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Miller outside. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. No problems knocking that one down. Q's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Again, the miss by Anthony.
Rough quarter for him. They may have to start looking at somebody else to get the ball to.
Hughes' shot is off. gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Anthony with it to the middle. Here's Sterling. Count that one.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Miller surveying the floor. Tries from 10, and he overshot that one, missing.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Outside, George. Good, nice job down low. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
Put the defender in the spin cycle. That's an underused move in his arsenal.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Diawara, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to go. Gone only 6 of 14 for the field in the fourth. Oh, great touch off the pass.
Getting the ball into the paint for a close range look. That's a nice pass.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And they pick up the 2.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Sterling, covered by Miller. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Here's Sterling, covered by Miller. With the teardrop, and down goes the layup.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
1:12 left here in the fourth quarter. The pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. Offense not doing their best work of late.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Sterling, covered by Miller. Ah, it's good! 22 is their biggest lead.
Get there.
Takes the 3. No good. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And down goes the 3. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Here's Q. Got it to go. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did,